It has been absolutely hot across Southeast Asia. This is out of Thailand, where railroads have bent in the heat. The chocolate hills in Visayas in the Philippines on fire out there due to the dry weather. And these are all sorts of records here across the Philippines. From Pampanga, all-time record. There at the Science Garden in Manila, all-time record. All sorts of April records. We had an all-time record in Mindanao as well. I mean, I hear people say, "Oh, this is hype. You're just kind of hyping this up or using the heat index to make it sound worse than it is." But reality is, it's not just in the Philippines. Even over towards Thailand, we have seen record-breaking temperatures after another, and we are still in the quote-unquote summer season for this region. And what it is, if you're unfamiliar with this area, it's this high-pressure ridge right in here. You see all those clear skies stretching from the Philippines back towards Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam as well. That is sandwiched in between our easterlies, which are right in here, which, by the way, in just a moment, I'm going to talk about potential tropical system in the long range that could bring some relief. Maybe. And the rainy season front, the Mayu Bayu front, which is bringing rainfall to parts of southwestern Japan. That includes over there towards Kyushu, Okinawa as well. So, yeah, you got kind of these two atmospheric phenomena, and in the middle of that, the high pressure ridge continues to dominate. And then we'll take a look at our forecast here. This is our Futurecast ECMWF. By the way, this is Metro Weather's Weatherscape, courtesy of, these guys out here in New Zealand who let us use their fantastic graphics. And also, everybody that supports this channel, our Patreon members, so we can pay for this equipment as well. But let's just take a look at the Futurecast here. That high pressure ridge, that's these lines kind of bent off towards the southwest right in there, continues to dominate. Here's that potential long range area I'm keeping an eye on, though, that the ECMWF's showing something. We are very far south at this point, where I think this would be too far south. It's south of Mindanao, part of the ITCZ, and when you get that, you don't really get a lot of Coriolis force, so it would struggle to form at least through the next several days. But beyond that, if this area of convection drifts towards north and west, that could definitely change up. Meanwhile, you have a couple fronts that are going to be diving in, and so places like off here towards Luzon, which have been baking in the heat, these record-breaking temperatures. Look at this, Sunday, maybe some afternoon showers, and you might get some relief by Tuesday over towards Wednesday. We get a front that's going to kick in from the north. Look at this, by Tuesday, some scattered showers, and even over towards Wednesday as well. I think we're going to get kind of a troughing from that rainy season front towards the north. So there's plenty of heat, but there is some patches of relief out here. By the way, look at the Futurecast with the rainfall, the ECMWF, kind of showing what I'm talking about out here, that rainfall accumulation in there. And in fact, take a look what Pagasa says, friends. This is the 2-week outlook. They're even saying from the 8th to the 14th, we could have an area develop out there in the Philippine Sea. And then we go back to climatology. That would be about the spot where a storm would develop as we go ahead through the month of May. And then this is the GFS outlook. Yeah, watch this, right? So the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, there you go. Potential storm based on the GFS. So, you go with the Climo, you go with what the Pagasa is saying, and then you go with the GFS. There's signs that maybe as we go ahead in about a week or so, we could have something bringing much needed relief and rainfall, but unfortunately, the sea surface temperatures are crazy hot across this area. So if anything did decide to develop out here, it would be one of those ones that could form quickly. We're going to keep an eye on it. Anyways, easterly still bringing showers for Mindanao. We're looking back towards the north and across Palawan, 34 degrees. Cloudy skies there for you. Then we could see an isolated shower in Mindoro, Legazpi, but it's going to be few and far between, while the heat continues to dominate here on our Saturday across central and northern Luzon as well. All right, here's a look at our Patreon members. I say this in every update. If you don't like it, you could just skip ahead a few seconds, because it is a massive thanks, like I said, for everybody who supports this channel and helps make. And actually, I got big updates coming up soon for our Patreon members, so I'll be posting some videos in the Patreon page for you guys that are signed up. I've actually, behind the scenes, a lot going on. I built a wall in my studio, and then then I'm gonna start painting the wall green. I'm utilizing the money that you guys are sending my way to help make this better. And that's the whole point. I'm trying not to keep the money you guys are donating for myself. I'm putting it back into the system. So maybe one day this could be a full-time gig, and that's the goal in the end. Make the product better, keep it going, and then we're gonna try to do live updates when there's major typhoons. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got to say on that. If you guys have any questions, though, please let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. Number one thing, of course, as always, is please, please, please stay safe out there, friends. Can't say that enough. Not only with storms, the rain, but this heat that has been relentless and dangerous. And I really feel for all you guys, especially if you got friends or family that don't have air conditioning, and you do. Maybe just invite them over for a couple days. I know it's summer, I know it gets hot, but it's been brutal, guys. Anyways, that's all for today. All right, thanks for watching.